Anthony, what's the program that you're involved with in Tampa and had that start?
So I'm involved with the Wounded Warriors Abilities Ranch down in Tampa, and it started back in 2017, 18 with rugby as one of the main programs. But we also do hand cycling, and just a lot of community things with bass fishing, Tampa Bay football games, and things like that. And then we built the basketball program over the past few years.
So what was the dream when you first started out with that? How big did you think it would get to be? What were your expectations? Where do you see it going into the future?
When it first started, I wasn't too sure as far as with the program, but I would say after the first year, we just seen a bunch of athletes started to migrate towards the Tampa area, initially for rugby, and we just started building that program first. And it went from a solid D2 level to now just this past year, us winning the Division I championship in rugby. And now we have that same type of that build and addition with basketball coming up. We got a lot of great guys, new athletes, really good people, and we just a slow, steady build. I think over the course of just the duration of the program, that it's going to be one of a real elite program in all major sports across the board with the guys that we have running it.
Did you get a sense, Anthony, that sport was something that was going to help bring you back, and even more so when the program started, you guys got going, that it would be so meaningful to other vets as well?
Yeah, initially I wasn't even trying to do sports after I got injured. So I had a buddy of mine that was kind of going through the things that I was going through that got me out into just introducing into wheelchair basketball. And the second that I got into it, I knew from that point on that it was going to be a major part of my rehab and my therapy going forward, health-wise, mental-wise, physical, all across the board. So I'm grateful that I was able to meet some people like that early in my injuries to bring me out. And, and from there, I just never looked back. So
you're a two-sport guy. You play rugby as a 3-5, so you're a pretty high-level player, actually a player who gets probably a lot of court time, but you have a lot of responsibility out on the court. But likewise, as a 2-5 in basketball, I don't know. I'm having a problem with the discrepancy between why are you a 2-5 in basketball and a 3-5 in rugby?
Well, I'm a tough athlete to class. So on the rugby side, it's the bench test and everything function-wise. I'm super borderline, and then the other testing that proceeds after the function test is the reason that makes it a little bit more challenging. And it's kind of similar for basketball. They look more of the core strength and all of that for basketball. So hopefully we can get them to take the left hand, missing the left hand in consideration, and that might be able to help me with my class in basketball. The minute I joined into the NWBA, it was like just the camaraderie and just everybody just having a good time with each other on and off the court. That was like one of the biggest things to me. So I love the community aspect of the sports that we have going on. As far as the program with WAR, from the beginning, like a lot of us kind of played together before the program started. So we had a good familiarization with a lot of guys, and everybody else that came in, we just added very, very high quality, high character people that makes everything so much easier, and they come in to work every day. I don't enjoy no sport, rugby or basketball particularly more than the other. I love them both. They both really, really high speed, and I love teamwork. I love playing with a team, so I love both. I would say the scoring is a lot different from basketball to rugby. So certain things with strategy-wise makes the game just a little bit different, but they're so similar in a lot of ways. And it's just both of them are great sports to be able to play with.
They are similar, but they are different. One is based upon collision, and one is based more upon the agility of avoiding collision so you can make the basket.
Yes, definitely. So, and with rugby, that collision, once I first started and I got that first taste of it, I'm like, oh, okay, these guys are serious out here. So from there, I just saw how much they worked and how they love the sport. and I have a lot of good guys around me to help teach me the sport as well. And just me dialing in, watching film, and just being in the gym all the time. As long as these sports are here and they available, and I got opportunity to play, I'm in both of them.
It sounds to me like athletics is a home for you.
Yes. I've been playing actually team-oriented sports since I was 5 years old. The only time that I did have off was when I went to the military for those 5 years, and then I got right back into it, as soon as I transitioned out. I would say rugby has the best trash talk. It's amazing some of the stuff you hear on the court. I don't really hear too much trash talk with basketball. It's mostly a lot of teams just supporting each other and just pumping each other up. So I don't really hear too much trash talk with basketball, but I would give rugby that. I would give them the trash talk.
It seems to me, talking to you, that you're the kind of guy that when you get the call and somebody needs a hand, someone needs a mentor, someone needs somebody to just give them a push forward, that you're there.
Yeah, always. And we're always there for each other, So I'm a high energy guy. So on the court, I like to keep everybody engaged. I like to keep the intensity up. But there's moments where, I struggle with it as well. And my energy rubs off on other guys, and they come in and they pick me up. So it's just a good reciprocation of good people that be around to make sure everybody is on a good balanced level.